Hi, my name is Sarah Fleming. I'm originally from Dublin, but I've been living in Cloughjordan since November 2011, and I've recently completed a 6-week course with Martina in The Power of Knowing. I would have thought, I'm coming from a science background, but I thought I'd have a fairly good handle on the subconscious and the inner workings of the mind. But actually, after doing the course, what I realised that there's so much more to it than I would have initially have thought. And really it is the power of it. And I suppose that's why Martina calls it the power of knowing. I'm a trained life coach, so I was working with people on a one-to-one basis. And a lot of the work that I would do would be about motivating people to make positive changes in their life. And I think you can go through talking therapy, or you can go through being a catalyst to help people to make those changes. But I think the physical aspects of it sometimes are forgotten. So that how you carry yourself, how your subconscious reacts to your body, is something which is generally not considered when you're doing that kind of therapy.
Some people are very skeptical of courses. You've done a lot of courses, including meditation and stuff like that. And how would you compare this course?
There's absolutely no comparison. And actually that was one of the most shocking things for me, because I went in feeling, okay, I've done meditation. I know what it feels like to be completely relaxed. I do yoga, and I would have a daily practice of yoga. But actually, hypnosis and learning how to manage, not necessarily control, but how to manage your subconscious and allow it to do its work, its genius work, is something that I've never experienced before. And what really came to me is the immediacy of it. It's almost like you go from completely conscious, thinky, talky to horizontal relaxed, which is something I've never experienced in any other therapy or anything else I've done.
Yeah, very good. And it was a 6-week course, so what experiences did you go through over the 6 weeks?
Well, I think first it is, and I would always think that I'm a very positive person, but that's a very thinky, mental, cognitive process. Whereas I think I feel that, and I probably should use I feel more often in the way I speak, but I feel that I can leave out the subconscious part of my personality quite frequently. So what I found, it started off with just monitoring the way I speak, the way I think, but also the way other people around me think and feel. And I think it's much easier to be judgmental about the people around you and how they, and having flags that goes, ooh, that's a very negative thought process, that's a little bit of a gremlin, or whereas actually when you turn it on yourself and you start really thinking, how is that thought benefiting me? And what I found really interesting was, I've gone through that process before of asking those questions to other people, but to have the mirror turned on myself it's challenging. I suppose just to say about the power of knowing, that I've done lots of different courses, and I think each of them you take something out of. But I think with the power of knowing, it's something which is, I feel, more sustainable, because it's really about knowing yourself. It's about you as an individual, and how you as an individual can give more to your family, your community, your job, trying to make sense of this wacky, crazy world which we live in. And I think that what Martina gives you is, she gives you a tool to be able to access that, to make you stronger in your everyday life and everyday situations. So it's a course for absolutely everybody. As I said before, I don't think anybody could do it and come out feeling exactly the same. I think everybody comes out with something which is something unique and special, and I think that it's one of those courses that you do and it stays with you for a long time. So it's not as if you finish the course and you're a completely new, transformed person. I think it's the type of course that you sit with, and the lessons that Martina teaches come up at different times in your life. And I really hope that what I've learned over the last 6 weeks I'll be able to bring into my life more and more in the next number of years, or maybe forever, who knows.